Hello, this is the 136th edition of Catch of the Day, available on the Branch Talk YouTube channel. Today we're going to continue reading from Doug Mitchell's book, When the Siege Has Ended, EZ5, The Judgement for the Living. Starting at the top of page 32, the mind, therefore, which takes the position that Sister White or any other inspired writer has done what no prophet in or out of the Bible has ever done, does so at the utter disregard of actual biblical procedure, and also of revealed truth. She herself says that no man, however honored of heaven, has ever attained to a full understanding of the great plan of redemption, or even to a perfect appreciation of the divine purpose in the work for his own time. Men do not fully understand what God would accomplish by the work which he gives them to do. They do not comprehend in all its bearings the message which they utter in his name. The Great Controversy, page 343. Some persons, being of the parrot kind, utter parrot-like statements, never stopping to think what they say, and seemingly never caring whether their statements stand or fall. Such are they who say that no other event or events can come before, between, or after those set forth in Sister White's or anyone else's writings. As no prophet's writings ever predicted the entire truth needed by the church to carry her clear through to the kingdom, and as other prophets followed, either enlarging upon or adding to the prophecies already recorded in the scriptures, then for anyone to turn down the good tidings of the kingdom on the grounds that this phase of the kingdom is not found in Sister White's writings, or anyone else's, is for him to take the same inexcusable and fatal stand as did the Jews. It is to say, I am rich, and increased with goods, and have need of nothing. Revelation 3, verse 17. It is this attitude that compels God to spew out of his mouth the lukewarm, satisfied Laodiceans. Of necessity, any statements relative to a subject which is still out of sight in the unfolding of the scroll are made only in incidental terms of truth as it is at the time seen or commonly understood. And if the common understanding of these incidental statements be wrong, the writer cannot be held responsible for that which he has borrowed from others or seen but very dimly and therefore expressed very indefinitely. This circumstance is natural and common to every writer treating of present truth, beginning with the Old Testament writers and continuing ever since, and will thus be until every component part of the truth is made known. Every Christian should remember that as the truth is ever advancing, it will not be found today where it was yesterday, and that therefore Christ's followers must advance with it. They will not follow the examples of the Jews and the Romans. When Moses wrote the first part of the Bible, he was not given all the light God intended to reveal to his people through the ages. With such approaching hour for the truth to advance, came first one prophet, then another, in a long succession, ending with John the Baptist. Then came Christ, the apostles, the reformers, William Miller, and Sister White, each one in turn teaching truths which could not be borne out entirely by the writings of any one predecessor. To find all the truth thus progressively revealed, the writings of all must be collaborated. Failing to advance with the advancing light, each generation of Jews found fault with its respective prophets, culminating with the apostles and the very Son of God himself. The Jews justify their criminal actions on the ground that the claims of their prophets, of Christ, and of the apostles were not founded upon Moses' writings. So while boasting of Moses' writings, they denied and killed the prophets who came after him, a solemn warning to us, lest doing as they did, we meet their fate. The main question, therefore, is not as to whether Sister White's or Moses's or this one's or that one's writings contain all the messages for this day, but rather simply as to whether they are found in and supported by the Bible. The rod, consequently, does not claim that its message is found in its entirety in the writings of any one particular prophet, but rather in the writings of all the prophets, here a little and there a little, Isaiah 28 verse 13. Let none, therefore, treacherously use Sister White's writings, or anyone else's, as the Jews used Moses' writings, against the advance of truth, and to their own eternal hurt. The answer, 75 to 82. The Lord through Isaiah continues. And we'll stop there. Take a good look at that. Consider it and take care. Thank you very much.